Hey guys, Kenny here. Stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Kenny here. I figured since today is May 4th, Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you, May the Force be with you, I figured I would go through and show my Star Wars home video collection, and mine is pretty extensive. Not as big as many others, because they would have a lot of foreign VHS and Laserdisc and a bigger collection of DVD and Blu-ray 4K, but my collection I am still extremely happy and proud of. So I thought I would start with, I have the Star Wars Video Rental Library VHS. But the funny thing with this is it has that library serial number sticker on the spine, I mean on the front, the cover, not cover, but the lid of the VHS where the tape is, but it does not have that sticker here at the bottom here. But I know I would be able to do that by scanning that sticker and then gluing it to the back, and then it would have that sticker in a way. But this would still be incredibly valuable now, the way it is. And the funny thing with this is, I believe it was in 2015, I had ordered this, and I thought I had ordered the Video Rental Library one, but it was actually that older CBS Fox video one. I believe it was CBS Fox, yeah. And that was one that had that older CBS Fox logo where the words kind of fly in from the top and bottom at they come in like this. They fly in, and the music is extremely different with that too, compared to how we know it today. So I had to get rid of that, and then I looked extremely hard to find this, and I am so glad I did. This is officially the first main Star Wars VHS that was ever released of any other films, but it's not the very first. I don't have the original VHS of this, but I have the making of Star Wars on 2 VHS tapes. I have this 1983 VHS that has a combination of the making of Star Wars and SPFX, The Empire Strikes Back, and this one from 1995, which was a Kellogg cereal mail-away VHS. That was the only way to get it at the time. And this one has the narrator John LaFontaine, who is the most famous for being the modern trailer voice in a world thing. And the one in this, the narrator for this was William Conrad, the primarily a TV actor, and his voice was also extremely well known. So thought I would show these two, and that was the 1979 VHS of the making of Star Wars, and these two, that was the first Star Wars VHS ever released, and I'm glad to have that. And then the next one that came after in that sort of trilogy of documentaries of Star Wars was Classic Creatures: Return of the Jedi, and this was in 1983, and that's what this is, primarily Classic Creatures: Return of the Jedi. I have one that is in a clamshell, but this is originally in a regular paper slipcase, so the one I ordered came in a clamshell, but that's good. I think that preserves this better. And then the other big documentary that was in 1983 was From Star Wars to Jedi: The Making of a Saga. I believe that was 83, yeah. And this one is kind of a hybrid. It's the 1992 CBS Fox and Fox Video VHS, but the case is 1989, and this one has the 1990 and 92 VHS commercial or trailer for the trilogy when it was all re-released for the first time. Two of them for the first time during that decade, and other releases leading up to this. So this is a great VHS to have, an incredible find. Every one of these documentary VHS tapes would be extremely valuable. And then back to the main Star Wars, I have all three of these, the Red Label CBS Fox VHS tapes. This is Star Wars, and there are people who have these three in their own clear clamshell cases, but I am able to have them just be like this because I take extremely good care of them, and this looks great in excellent condition, and the video plays through perfectly fine on all three of these. The Empire Strikes Back, this was also in good, excellent condition. I am extremely happy to have these. This and the Return of the Jedi, this is the one that says Hi-Fi Stereo. There are other VHS releases of this that just say Hi-Fi and not stereo. But this is an excellent one to own, and all three of those would be extremely valuable now too. And then this is the CBS Fox Video 1992 VHS box set when it was released for the first time ever in a box set. And most common one that I see online of this is CBS Fox. The most common one I see of this is Fox Video. This is and that seems to be the easiest one to find because that's the most common one I see. But this one with CBS Fox tends to be the hardest one to find, and this is the one that has that slipcase that comes off, and it says here in wording, 15 years ago I set out to make a film for a generation growing up without a fairy tale. Without fairy tales. Star Wars was my own elaborate fantasy, but its popularity has grown beyond anything I could beyond anything I had ever beyond anything I had ever imagined. In years to come, I hope that you and your children's children will enjoy experiencing this saga as much as I have. George Lucas, trying not to stumble, but you know. Then this is the said. This is in incredible condition. See, CBS Fox. There, show the back, and this also tends to be extremely hard to find, with every one of them being CBS Fox, because I've seen some that can be one or two of them be Fox Video, the VHS. So it's not always easy to find it looking like this. And this has those flaps that say what each film had earned, what the box office was, and the awards it got. It has this title thing here, which is pretty neat to read. And then here's the other two films saying what it grossed and the awards. This is this set is the one that has those faces on the side, whereas the Fox Video one does not. It has it on the side and the top. Every one of them are like that. This is the one with Darth Vader. The Empire Strikes Back. This one is the one with Yoda on the side and the top. And then Return of the Jedi. This has the Ewok, Wicket on the side here and on the top, and these are in excellent condition, but I try to always keep ones like this in excellent condition. And then probably one of the most sought after is from 1992 is that Letterbox Collector's Edition, special Letterbox Collector's Edition, which has a hologram sticker of the cover from the 1982, 1984 VHS, and the ones through the 80s into the 90s. This is in excellent condition. It's kind of messed up at the back here, but it's still in excellent condition, I think. This is from Fox Video, and tapes. Every one of them says a special letterbox collector's edition here at the top, and every one of these also do not have a picture on the side or the top, but the backs of them look incredibly different. Also, the ordering of the text and the pictures are also quite different. Star Wars. The Empire Strikes Back. And these are also well kept, well preserved. I preserve these especially well. Return of the Jedi. And then the back, Fox Video, every one of these. And this is the one that has that special collector's edition of From Star Wars to Jedi, the making of a saga. And there's nothing different from this, from any other release of it, of this. It's the same documentary, nothing. I don't think this has a trailer at the beginning of it. And then this is a different cover too from the one I have. And this is the front picture from a famous magazine. So this is extremely nice to have too. I love this. I am so glad to own this. It was not easy to get this. And this has that special abridged version of George Lucas, The Creative Impulse book. This is the first this goes through the first, I think, a few years of Lucasfilm up to Return of the Jedi. This is only about that original trilogy, and this is an incredible one to own too. It's funny, this also has Fox Video at the bottom. This has that special paper that comes with it, as the Star Wars Trilogy's Letterbox Collector's Edition. And this says, I continue to be amazed and pleased at the popularity of the Star Wars saga. I'm happy that the complete chronicle of the Star Wars adventures has been brought together in this special collector's edition. Through the letterbox format, you will be able to experience the trilogy in its original Panavision version. My thanks to all the talented people who helped bring my vision to the screen. And then something that was probably on the back of it. This is not laminated paper, but a nice, extremely well preserved condition paper, talking about introducing the letterbox version of the Star Wars trilogy. Shows all the contents that is in it, and it goes through what all the contents are right here at the side. And then in the 1995 THX mastered, digitally mastered edition, this is the full screen release. This is one you would most commonly see of this is the one with the faces edition. This is one side of it. This is the back of it. This is the other side that has another message by George Lucas. The appeal of Star Wars has gone beyond anything I could have ever imagined. I am pleased that for the final video release of Star Wars in its original version, and this was the year before the 1997 special edition, which changed the films drastically, and that it could be controversial. We can present it with the best sound and picture quality yet available, thanks to THX digital mastering. In the years to come, I hope you, your children, and your children's children will enjoy not only this trilogy, but also the adventures yet to come in the continually unfolding Star Wars universe. George Lucas. I like the back of it here. This is pretty neat. And the tapes of this with Star Wars with Darth Vader on the front. And this is Fox Video. This is the back of it. I really like how these look. I remember my brother owned this box set at one point, so I ordered it in a way to have it for him, in honor of him. He's still alive, but in memory of the box set that he had, and honor that. And for myself, this is The Empire Strikes Back with the Stormtrooper in the Battle of Hoth. And the back, this is and Return of the Jedi, Yoda with Yoda, and then one of the scene, part of the final fight between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. This is the back. I'm enjoying talking about these. And then there are two different versions of this, but I have the THX widescreen edition of that same 1995 release, and this is an incredible find. I love this one. This is extremely well preserved and in excellent condition. A lot of these I ordered back in 2015, so these I have had for 7 years. The back of this says, "The appeal of Star Wars has gone beyond anything I could have ever imagined. I am pleased that for the final video release of Star Wars in its original version, we can present it with the best sound and picture quality yet available, thanks to THX digital mastering. This widescreen edition also reproduces the Panavision format of the original theatrical releases, providing an extraordinary video experience. In the years to come, I hope you, your children, and your children's children will enjoy not only this trilogy, but but also the adventures yet to come in the continually unfolding Star Wars universe. George Lucas. And this is excellent. And this is the one that there are different versions of it. One is like a shoebox where it comes out at the side. No, not a shoebox. Not that. But one that comes opened out at the side. This is one that's like a shoebox. Mine, and it opens up. It opens up this way, so a shoebox, and every one of these say widescreen collector's edition because that's what every one of these are called. None of the VHS in this collection say widescreen collector's edition, so you better not get these mixed up. The backs are the same as the full screen. This is The Empire Strikes Back. And Return of the Jedi.
This is something that is primarily known in another country for people to have that and show it. And even some here in America have it too, but it's mostly known in another country. Here's the Superclass ISD Executor UK VHS set, the 10 box set. This is really cool. I love how this looks on the top here, the top lid. It says Superclass ISD Executor on the right side, and then Superclass ISD Executor on the left side here. Nothing on the back. Front here, it shows the serial number and the flight number. So this is pretty neat. I love this too. Everything on the outside here is embossed, so it can all be felt. And then that's not the bottom of the tin box. That's a heavy thing, and it's pretty expensive to get if you are able to find it. This is a plastic cover for it that says Star Wars. Mine is in rather good condition. There are some, except for kind of a crack here, but for most people who have this VHS set, this tends to be somewhat more beat up than this, but this is in good condition. And the thing I think most people would get this VHS set for is the book Star Wars Trilogy, The Complete Scripts. And it says here in the book here, Star Wars, The Scripts. And that's basically what this all is. This is the final shooting scripts for the entire original trilogy. From Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. the back here has itty bitty C3PO and R2D2. This is the side of it. This is excellent to have. I'm so glad to have gotten this VHS set primarily for that. And this is a program of contents, and in the UK they spell program with 2M, an extra M and E at the end, but we understand what it all means. And this is basically a port over of all the films and the features that came from the 1993 Star Wars Definitive Collection Laserdisc set here in America, but in this it's in VHS form. And the lightsabers are from Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And this one here is another VHS from Star Wars to Jedi, The Making of a Saga. And the back is the same as the complete scripts that has C3PO and R2D2 at the bottom. And this is pretty much all that what I was saying that it is. This is the program of contents of what the films have, and they all have a lot of different extras for each film. And here's a better look at it. The one here at the end is from Star Wars to Jedi, The Making of a Saga. Yeah, this is a neat piece for it. I like that. And then this isn't anything major with it, but this is some kind of a folder thing. It says Star Wars Trilogy with Vader's mask, and then the back of it shows his, not mask, his helmet, and then the front of that folds out and shows the rest of his helmet. And then these are all the posters for Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi here. And my serial number is 03692. Yeah, the limited edition number, I mean. And even in this one it has C3PO and R2D2. This is a neat thing to have with it too. And these are, I'm guessing, reprints of the original posters. Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. So these are really neat. I love how these look. And this is a sheet that shows all the contents that are in it of this set. And there's a lot in this. That's why I'm going through them thoroughly. I love how the side here looks in a foggy layout. I mean, a foggy look. This is really cool. I'll have this up. Yeah, this is great. And then these are what are they called? Like film stills or pictures of certain scenes from all three of the films. This is Boba Fett's pod in The Empire Strikes Back before he lifts off with Han Solo in the back. This is the Rebels hangar in Return of the Jedi, I believe. Yeah. And this is the Ewoks' home in Return of the Jedi. This is a beautiful shot. This is the outside of Jabba the Hutt's castle or whatever home in Return of the Jedi. This is when Emperor Palpatine lands and is seen for the first time in Return of the Jedi. This is when Emperor Palpatine obviously falls down the shaft in Return of the Jedi before that blue flame shoots up. And now this is Star Wars, the first one. This is the top of it. This is the side. These are great. I love the quality of these. When I'd gotten this set, the tapes were all brand new. These are in shrink wrap. So I'm not able to play these yet. I haven't gotten a region-free VHS player, but I intend to get one of those soon. And these are all in excellent condition. I hardly ever do anything with them. The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back. And the back of it. Oh. These are what the tapes look like. They all say Letterbox Collector's Edition because that's what this set is called. Similar to the THX widescreen edition here in America. That's the first one. And then they all say the same thing. And my favorite one, maybe of all three of these, is Return of the Jedi. I mean, of the covers of these, this is probably my favorite cover of all three of them. This is great. And Return of the Jedi there. Return of the Jedi. I'm only showing one side because all three of them on the other side, it's blank. So, the back. And I think they all say CBS Fox at the bottom too. Return of the Jedi. And then, and the last one, From Star Wars to Jedi, The Making of a Saga. This is the lightsabers of all three from Star Wars. Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. I had to look. From Star Wars to Jedi. Yeah. This one is vertical, so gotta hold it up. Did I show that enough? This does not say Letterbox Collector's Edition, but I thought it would show that too. There. I remember I first tried wanting to order the set of this back in 2015, but the height and mania, the craze of Star Wars at that time, made anything that was rare or hard to get. And Star Wars VHS, made the prices of those skyrocket. This was an extremely difficult one to get. But I was able to end up it was 2013 or 14 when I tried to get this also, but 2015, that was the year. And then I think in 2016, that was when I was able to finally order this. And this is a beautiful collection and set. I've had it now for 6 years, and I have tried my very best to keep it in good condition. And then came 1997, and with the special edition releases. This is the gold full screen one, and I own the widescreen one as well. This one is silver or platinum. This is great, excellent condition. Well, I always try to do that. But the funny thing with this is, I originally had owned these tapes, and I had them in a box like this, but I used to take it and open it and close it so much that I think I made it get worn out, so I threw that away, but I still kept the tapes originally that were with it. This is the front of Star Wars in that, and this. And the special edition. The back. The Empire
Empire Strikes Back. Back. And the back. And Return of the Jedi in this. Front. And then the back. This is the widescreen equivalent of that. This is the one that is silver. It says widescreen up here and widescreen at the side, whereas the gold does not say full screen anywhere. They assume that you're watching a regular full screen video. But this, they wanted to make sure that you knew that it is widescreen. This is the front of that, and every one of them say widescreen at the bottom. And the inside, the other one gold, it's gold here. But this is silver, and every one of them say widescreen at the bottom here. And the backs of these are also extremely different too, as far as the ordering of the pictures. The Empire Strikes Back. They all say it's the version George Lucas presented in the theatrical widescreen format. Every one of these say that in the description. Return of the Jedi. I like this one, how this looks a great deal. VHS release that was also probably extremely confusing was the 2000 VHS release. This one is full screen and this is the widescreen as far as the ordering of the words in the Star Wars trilogy logo. Here's the side of the one side. The other side. And then this. And by taking off these sleeves, it is extremely hard to tell which is widescreen and which is full screen unless you look directly at the tapes. Star Wars, and the color theme of these was also meant to try and go along with the prequel releases at the time, but they didn't always follow it when I get to showing those. Star Wars. And this has two different pictures. These all have different pictures on the side. C-3PO and R2-D2. Darth Vader. One side. Here's the back. The Empire Strikes Back. A Stormtrooper. Yoda in the back. Return of the Jedi. Emperor Palpatine. And Luke Skywalker with the green lightsaber in this one. And here's the back. Yeah, this around VHS releases, I know, was extremely confusing for people at that time because they never knew if they would get the full screen or widescreen, because it didn't people couldn't always tell. Then this is the widescreen one of that. And these all say widescreen up at the top here of them together. This is the front and it says widescreen. These all have the same pictures on the side as the full screen. And similar to the special edition, these also say widescreen at the bottom of them. But the interesting thing is, I didn't show it. The full screen one, they all say the number under the title, whereas these only say the title, and that's it. No number, Roman numeral number. The Empire Strikes Back. And the back of them is also exactly the same as the full screen. Return of the Jedi. And then these are the prequel VHS that I have. This is the Phantom Menace, and they tried having the same color theme with the 2000 VHS as these, but they didn't quite get it right. Like 4 is white, the Empire Strikes Back is black, Return of the Jedi white, this black. And then they must have forgotten what they were doing, and the Attack of the Clones is also black. This has Darth Maul on one side, Qui-Gon Jinn and the Obi-Wan Kenobi on the other side. This was the first Star Wars VHS that I not owned, but it's one of the earliest. gold special edition of the trilogy was the first one that I ever owned myself. And then this is the back of that. These say Star Wars Episode 1. And that's full screen. And then this is the widescreen video collector's edition. I know that there are a lot of people who sell this with only the VHS, and it is part of a bigger collection and box set. This is the front, the side. I like this a great deal. When I ordered this, it was a bid item. I had to bid for it, and I bid for it brand new. And so I won that bid. This has a film cell in it, and this is when Emperor Palpatine is seeing those creatures on that starbase when they are first appearing on when Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi are first arriving there, I believe. I think, yeah. And this has a excerpt book, an excerpt of the book written by Jonathan Bressman, produced exclusively for the widescreen video collector's edition, The Art of Star Wars. This is an excellent book. Very it's well detailed. This is the VHS of that. And this down here is also arranged differently than the full screen. The full screen is a square. For full screen, this one is rectangular because of it being letterbox. The side of this is also the same, but it says widescreen up at the top on both sides. Then the last VHS I own is Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. This one has a featurette about the making of the entire saga up to Episode 1, I believe. Yeah. So that is a big selling point to get this VHS. I am glad I own this because of that. This is one side with Jango Fett, and then the other side with Anakin Skywalker. This is the first one with Hayden Christensen down here, and this is the back of that. The saga continues. I enjoy talking about these, and I thought today would be a great I I thought today would be a great day to talk about my collection of these. And this is not official DVDs, but these are ones that I burned myself. I burned every one of the VHS of my Star Wars collection onto my own DVDs, and I have them here in a zip case pouches. But I also have the I have them all of those burned to my own DVDs, and this is great, and it took up 2 of them, so I am extremely happy to own these. I mean, not own them, but have those burned. I have a book also of that special abridged version of George Lucas, the Creative Impulse, but this is the full book of it with the cover art. This is big, and this goes over the first about 20 years of Lucasfilm, I believe, and this was in 1992. This is a big thing, but I am extremely happy and proud to own this. This was not an easy one to get in this good condition, and this is not an official Star Wars book, but I acquired my collection by using Nathan P. Butler's Star Wars Home Video Library as a guide, and I recently got this book last November, his first edition of a saga on home video, a fan's guide to US Star Wars home video releases. This is an extremely good one to get. This was near the time when he would be taking it off from eBay and Amazon from being sold. So everything in this is grayscale, not color, but I love having this. I enjoy how it looks. It emulates a VHS. This is the front of a VHS, and a VHS looks when you put it into a VCR, and then this is the spine, and over here on this side it's hard to tell, but this is where on VHS tapes there would be that tab that people would take off if they want to record on the tape or leave it there to keep it from being recorded over. This is the back of it that also emulates the bottom of a VHS. This is cool. It says, for 4 decades, the Star Wars saga has captivated us in both theaters and at home on the small screen. Never before has one volume attempted to provide an extensive guide to all of the Star Wars various releases for home viewing, from Super 8 to VHS, from DVD to Blu-ray 3D. This unofficial guide to US Star Wars home video releases will thrill and enlighten fans both old and new. With over 300 images from the author's own personal collection, this is a definitive work of fan scholarship on Star Wars home video collectings first 40 years. And this is Nathan P. Butler of Chrono Radio. I'm going to put his links to his YouTube channel and Patreon, and I think he has a Facebook. I'm going to put those in the description of this video, and any other links that he has, and plug him. It was because of him that I acquired my collection that I have. I didn't ever contact him, but I used his videos as a guide. So that's the VHS part and the burned DVDs of the VHS, and that is extensive, but I am extremely proud of this. I'm so glad to own this. So I'm going to show my DVD and Blu-ray collection up next.
Now on to my DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K collections of my Star Wars films. And this is the first DVD ever released of Star Wars The Phantom Menace. This one is widescreen, and there's a blue one that's up here at the top, and it says full screen. The widescreen says every saga has a beginning. This is the front, the back, nothing on the side except this, and these 1 through 6 all look the same like this. Different. So this is cool. And the funny story with that one, and then here Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, I originally had these two full screen. And here it says white screen at the top, gold there. This is cool. I originally had them full screen starting in 2005, and then it wasn't until 2013 when I got that, and the 456 widescreen limited edition when I get to showing those, and I had those also full screen in the 2004 DVD set with the bonus material disc. I'll get to that when I get to talk about those. There's Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. This is the first widescreen Star Wars DVD I ever had gotten. Yeah, widescreen. I really do like how these look. And then here, the Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. This is widescreen limited edition, and this and The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi are the ones that have that bonus disc of the supposed original theatrical release. But in this one, it wasn't truly the original theatrical release because they spliced together the beginning opening crawl from a 35mm print that did not have Episode 4, A New Hope, and put that at the beginning of the bonus disc of the theatrical version in this one. I do like how these look. That's why I never did change out the covers. The Empire Strikes Back, or Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, in the back. And the neat thing with these three is it has a recreation of the original posters with the actors in a live action form, kind of recreating the original poster. Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Yeah. And the bonus material disc from 2004. This is the one that was in that box set. Then, it only came, was available in that release until years later when people started selling this separately. That was how I was able to get this, and then I got the limited edition DVDs how I wanted. I like this a great deal. This is an incredible disc to have. I love this. And with certain DVDs, depending on where you went, for getting Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith on DVD, some would have this, the Story of Star Wars DVD as a bonus disc. And this is C-3PO and the R2-D2 going over the trilogies, and there's going over highlights of each of the films in the trilogy up to Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. It did not include Revenge of the Sith yet. Here they are on the back. This is really, really neat. And the disc is a fun one too. This is cool. I like this. Kind of cute. With the R2-D2 upside down and C-3PO downside up. I mean, is R2-D2 downside up and C-3PO the other way around. This is really cool. And a special DVD that was made in 2005, 2013, to commemorate the Blu-ray DVD releases of the two trilogies. And this was available through Walmart. This was released as Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, translated into the Navajo language. And the back here, it has the English title right here in Navajo. So this is a great one to own. And the interesting thing with this is the only way, if you gotta turn on the Navajo language track, because if that is not turned on, it's the exact same as the 2013 DVDs and the Blu-ray DVD release. So this is awesome. I really like that. And then this is the 2013 Blu-ray DVD of the Episode 1, 2, 3, The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith, with Yoda on the front. I like this. I got these in 2015 from Fry's Electronics back in Dallas when Fry's was still around. I am lucky to have gotten these from Fry's. Here's the back, and then the backs also look quite different from each other. And then this is episodes 4 through 6, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, with Darth Vader on the front. Then the back. And this is the backs. And the back, I like it that the back of the Blu-ray DVD is different than the back of the slipcase in both releases. So this is great. I love owning that. And this is the Star Wars the Complete Saga Blu-ray set, Blu-ray release from 2011, and mine is the UK version, not the US version that has the discs in those blue trays, and the disc, and all the discs have different disc art. Like the Yoda for the Phantom Menace, Count Dooku for Attack of the Clones, Emperor Palpatine for Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan Kenobi for A New Hope, Chewbacca for The Empire Strikes Back, and Darth Vader for Return of the Jedi. And the bonus disc for episode 1 through 3 archives with C-3PO on the front, and the bonus disc for episodes 4 through 6 archives with Lando Calrissian on the front. And finally, the bonus disc for documentaries and spoofs with R2-D2 on the front. This is awesome. I love owning this. And then, no. And then here, this is the and this is the first of the recent sequel trilogy, Star Wars The Force Awakens, also known as Episode 7. This is the Blu-ray DVD from Walmart with BB-8 as that Velcro fold-out front. This is cool with Finn here on the end, Rey here Han Solo here, and Poe Dameron right here at the end, at the other end. This is the back of that. And the DVD is on, the case is also the same as the ones without any slipcase at that time. And there it's in a black case. And then later in 2015, November, I believe, November, December, there was a Star Wars The Force Awakens 3D Collector's Edition released. I got this in March 2017. It took me a while to get around to getting this. This is cool. I love this. It's a lenticular cover. You see the snow kind of moves. There is a lot in this. This has a lot of bonus features, and the bonus features in this include everything from the Walmart release, the Target release when they were only all exclusively digital, and then other releases of it, and they're all compiled into this. So then people had to rebuy this, but then that, at least that included all of the bonus features in one one edition. So this is awesome. I got Rogue One, and Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is the Target exclusive, with these inside are all different pictures that can be changed out to be different covers. Yeah. There. Yeah, this is a great, really one to own of Rogue One. And many consider this to be the best of the recent Star Wars film releases. And I liked The Force Awakens a great deal, but this is an excellent follow-up to The Force Awakens. And here, this is one that still causes a lot of controversy. Star Wars The Last Jedi, Episode 8. This is the Target release that has an extra disc of content. The side, this is cool. I like this, and with BB-8 there on the back. Rey, nothing on the side. Kylo Ren. Anakin Skywalker, and Leia Organa. And Poe Dameron there. I like all these poster pictures. These are great. Yeah, this is the one that has that bonus, or that exclusive bonus content disc from Target. And then Finn there. This is one that is extremely controversial, but I've gotten to like it more over time. I don't hate it, but I certainly understand why there are people who do. And then this is one that I actually really enjoyed. Solo, a Star Wars story. This is the Target 4K exclusive. And I love this back of it. This is one that also has a bonus disc of extra. Oh no, not a bonus disc, but an exclusive code for another featurette called. Here it's called The Falcon Through the Millennium, but it's actually the Falcon from page to park. I used that already 3 years ago, and I have that featurette, and I used the screen capture software to have my own copy of it. This is all of them together. I like this cover of the inside of it a great deal, and then here and the back of it. This is great. The inside. And then these are the discs, and Lando Calrissian, the younger version in this. This is awesome. And last here. And I have the DVD, and here's the DVD only of Solo, a Star Wars story. I like this cover a great deal, and the back. Yeah, that's what the DVD looks like. And then the most recent another one that is a controversial, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I didn't mind this actually. I found enjoyment in it. This is the Target exclusive. The side of this has BB-8 over here, and then that new one. I keep forgetting what this one is called, but this is a cute one. And like Solo: A Star Wars Story, the side of this says 4K Ultra HD at the side. This is the one that has a limited edition filmmaker gallery book and exclusive bonus content. Oh, this is the one that has a bonus disc of extra content. Rey, Kylo Ren, Finn, and Poe Dameron. Chewbacca and Lando Calrissian. And this is that exclusive bonus content disc for The Rise of Skywalker, only available at Target. And then the last picture of the inside. Whew. I am extremely proud of this collection. I love this. The Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker DVD only release. So this is what that looks like, and this was the only way to get this particular Star Wars on DVD, because Solo: A Star Wars Story was the last one to date that had the I think it was Disney Movie Club, where you could get the DVD put with Blu-ray, so it's a Blu-ray DVD digital HD. But this one, once it was released, there was never a DVD put in with a Blu-ray release, so this is the only way to get it separate. And on DVD. So I figured this is the front of that. I like how this looks a great deal. The film may be much maligned, but I don't mind this, honestly. I know many people do not like it, but which I completely understand. I didn't hate it though. I like this cover. The back. This was the first one that showed this red warning bar. And warning: some flashing lights scenes in this film may affect photosensitive viewers. And the DVD of that is with Finn out in the desert. I like how this looks. Nice and simple but effective. And the side shows
BB-8 down right here. I like the color theme where it's red and then it gets darker as it goes down.
And as kind of then as a bonus, as a last one to show, I made here's R2-D2 Beneath the Dome. This is a really weird and funny and weird mockumentary about R2-D2 really being like a real machine, a real thing who can actually have a career and have feelings. I like this cover. It has a itty-bitty bow tie here. This is cute. And then here's a weird back of it. And the disc is kind of as a clear look. With R2-D2 there on the side. And those two television movies from 1984 and 85. This is Star Wars Ewok Adventures with Caravan of Courage and Battle for Endor. I believe Caravan of Courage is the first one, and then the Battle for Endor is the second. This is extremely difficult to find with the disc and case and cover art all together, because I remember back in 2015 trying to order this, and that was at the height of Star Wars mania, and the price for this was extremely high that year, so it was not easy to get this. I think I'd have ordered this once in 2016, and then another time in 2017 or 18. And these are not official DVD releases, but I ordered them from a site that is no longer active anymore. This is Star Wars Holiday Special. Many people keep thinking this is a Christmas special, but this has nothing to do with Christmas. This is Thanksgiving. This is a burned DVD, not an official DVD. And it does have some bonus features. This particular one does. Don't need to show the disc because it's burned. And then here's Ewoks. This went for I think 2 seasons. Ewoks. I think this was the first of that animated series. All the discs look the same, so this is disc 1 of that. This was cool to get. I am lucky to have found this, but I also have all the episodes of that and Droids downloaded, so I have them in the original form as well. This is Droids bootleg, so these are all bootleg. It is extremely difficult to read what this says, so I'm not going to try. This is what the disc looks like. Okay. That was a lot of fun, and it was long, but it was well worth it. I enjoyed going over and talking about these. So I hope you all enjoyed seeing me show these as much as I enjoyed talking about them. I greatly enjoyed talking about these. So all of these except for the 3 that are bootleg are available. Some may be hard to find, but they are out there. So I greatly enjoyed talking about my collection. Click subscribe up here on my channel, or down here if you're watching the video by itself. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.